back to Level Up Test Prep. I'm going to give you a cheat code on how to write a more advanced thesis. This is going to be great for high school and college level students, people writing in the honors and advanced classes. My original thesis was a bit more thesis template was a bit more basic and designed for younger, more novice writers. But if you're on the more advanced side of things, please check out this video for a nice proper formula or template for your next essay. Okay, so you can always start with although. It's pretty common in historical writing. That way you show a different side of the argument or a competing cause or a reference to perhaps an opposing side of the debate, even in the historical time of a question. So although, and I'm going to use fancy brackets, although lesser cause contributed to the event. Now you could even say, you could even phrase it this way, although the event was caused by lesser cause. So that's going to be part one. So I'm going to just write P1, and I'm going to write, this is just another way to phrase P1. Now we're going to get into part two. And there's a couple of ways you could write this. It was, and I would actually just leave a comma after each. It was ultimately then I would insert a greater cause or a more significant cause. It was ultimately greater cause that led to the event, or you could say the event was ultimately caused by greater cause. And now we are going to focus on the so what, the significance. That's really how you make a more advanced thesis and demonstrate a higher critical thinking. I'm going to highlight this red just so we can color code and follow along. It was ultimately greater cause, and I'm going to highlight that green. No, actually, I'd like to highlight that blue. And green is going to be the significance because I put this in green to show that it's what makes it advanced. Okay. Now, you're often taught to use the word although. That's like a really critical word. I'm going to teach you a new critical word to always throw into your thesis to help frame your argument. And that word is going to be thereby or thus. You could even use which. I'm going to highlight that green because this is the segue or the intro into the significance. So thereby, thus, which, and then what does it really do? How do you end it? You write, why it was a big deal, or you can make a meta point about the topic or the cause. You could even connect it to a larger historical theme or trend, like when civil rights are expanded, or when the government grows from what its original 1787 constitutional founding created. So thereby, thus, which, why was it a big deal? Make a meta point connected to a larger historical theme or trend. In short, you should say just show significance. Show why it is important. So there's a lot of ways you could end it, but there you have it. That is how I would write a more advanced thesis. And check out the next video for an example. Hit that notification bell, click subscribe, and stay tuned. Thanks for leveling up with me.